wherever they put the angle or the theta, the opposite side is always going to be where you're watching the movie.
Right. Uniform?
And so on this one here, once you know where you're watching the movie, that's your O. The H always has to be in the same place. It never switches. It's always across from the square. And of course, lastly, there's an A. Once you know where those are, you only have 3 choices of what you're going to use. So this last section, everyone should get at least 2 points in the last section, because on this one, the way I know I'm using the so, well, they gave me 7 for the H, there's something for the L, there's nothing for the A. So I know O and H, O, I'm going to use so. I'll do it again on the ka, even though it's the same thing. So I'm reminding you, I'm actually going to find some of the actual numbers to actually get the answer. But just the labeling, wherever the degree, let's say I make this a 45 degree. Instead of a theta being there. Okay, that's the corner that I'm watching the movie from. Across the screen, you're going to be an O. Hypotenuse doesn't change. And then adjacent is there. Don't write that one. I'm about to change that one. I'm about to mess it up. Oh, no, let me not do it there. What I was going to say is that I'm going to erase this part. If you're watching from up here, this would be O, and this would be A. The O and the A's switch, but the H, it never switches.
What is that? Is that an H there?
Yeah, it's an H. H for hypotenuse, O for opposite adjacent. All right, so let me try and actually find a couple of problems to actually get the answer. Most of us can label it, but let's just get the answer a couple of times. From here, so you become O, you're H. On each one, I'm going to encourage you to write down SOHCAHTOA, even though after a while it becomes obvious that there's an O and an H, so you know it's going to be the so. But I'm actually going to get the answer. Oops. I'm going to set up this one over here just to get that one set up. And if I do 2 of them, I'll try and find one with 45 degrees in it. So that way you can see those special numbers. Okay, you're there, you're O, always H, always A. Some don't know how you know the O, it's always across from where the angle is. The H is always across from the square. All right, let me do the answer really fast. I'm going to look at the calculator. Please help, but here it comes. If this one is so, what is this guy? I have an O, I've read an H, and an A, so this one is a ka. Set it up and solve it. So we said this one is a so. This one I'll set them at the same time as a ka. Ka because of the 2 sides we have. So this one's going to be sine 32 equals, what do they have for the O? O is a 4. And the X is on the bottom. Okay, so no big deal. That's why I'm a little surprised that a number of that last section was empty. Maybe it's back up time or something. Here, this is a ka, cosine of 62 equals, and so it doesn't mix in. What do we have here? You are the A right here, and you're the H. H is on the bottom. You're a Y. Dang, it's the same problem. Yeah, what if they come a different time? Hopefully the next one, the letter won't be on the bottom. I'm only going to do one of these because they're the exact same problem. 3.4. How are they the exact same problem? We're just going to change places. Put the cosine of 62 on the bottom and the H over here, or rather the Y over here. The 3.2 doesn't change. When you get your test, go to the very back section so you can get these easy problems. Cosine of 62. I'm going to pause here after I write it on both of these. Because the X is on the bottom, these two just change places, which leaves you with an X equals a 4 over sine 62, or the sine 32. All right, I don't think this one will come out. There's another one that has this on it. Day 5 is already done. So you actually already have that one. And with that same triangle, you know that the square would be here, which means you're the O, you're the H, and you're an A. Can someone say which we would use, so the ka or the to on this one? We got an A. Oh, I didn't tell us which one we need. I assume we're looking for the height of the building. So if we're looking for the height of the building, then of course you got an O and an A. And once you put the, I'm not finishing this, I'm just setting up to show that it's all the same thing over and over. Tan 72. O, we don't know O. We know the A was just 12. This one here, you don't switch them. If you get the number on the bottom, it just goes up on the side and you do 12 times tan 72. Once you do that multiplication problem, you're done. And so on this one, to solve for the x, I don't want to give you the points for it. But it's pretty easy. In any case, we got an O and an A, so this is a TOA. So this problem is going to be tan of x equals the O is on the top, that's a 7. The 100 is on the bottom. The real question is, so what am I going to do if the numbers are already on the same side together? How am I going to find this x? You'll have to hit this into your calculator. It's easy, just like the other ones. You hit 3 numbers, and voila, you got it. Because this is tan x equals 7 over 100, there's a button you have to hit, which is called arctan. It looks like this. It has a -1. Find the tan button. It's in purple or in a different color right above it. So what's going to happen if you're writing this on your paper, this is how you would show that this red tan and the green tan cancel each other out. They're opposites. It's like the evil tan versus the negative tan versus the positive tan. What are you going to put in your calculator? I need to find one that's blue button to get to that. What color is that thing? Oh, it's one of these. All right, purple. You're going to hit the second function. The light blue button gets you to the purple. This button up here gets you to the purple. So to get this answer, I'm going to do light blue button, second function is officially called. I'm going to find tan where he is. I'm hit tan, it gets me the purple tan, also known as arc tan or inverse tan. And once I get there, then I'm done. I'm going to hit 7 divided by 100, and I hit enter. 7. All right, what'd you get? 4.0. All right. Hit enter. Yeah. Anybody got a question about this? Now, they're not going to do a lot of these, but in case they do one where the angle is an x, no big deal. You can have a fraction on the other side. You hit the blue button, and whatever word you were using, and then divide and done. All right, this is 4.0. I just don't see them using a lot of those, but if they did, yeah. All right. Circle where it is. Circle where it is automatically means across from you is the O. The H is always across from the square. And once you get to, of course, obviously the last one, you stuck there. So, again, I would write down so. So control, let's see, what letters do I have? H, I need an H, so clearly the last guy is out. I need an O, no one guy has an H. O is a so. So it's, I'm going to set it up and I'm not going to do it. Sine of 67 equals, let's see, the O goes on top, there's the O. And the H goes on the bottom. Pause, take a look at it. 6.7 cosine of who? 45 equals the A is on the top, 8, and the H is on the bottom. So for this one, again, I switched places. The H and the 45 switch places. You're about to get your test back. I'm going to try and give it back to you before you forget all the HOAs. And then the cosine 45. That is weird.
What is it?
Something doesn't feel right there. You look. No, it's not different than anything else. Punch it in, see if you have a question. I don't know what.